this is the blog roll, right? And so you have this rectangle here, and it's just capturing the middle of an image. So because this image was a portrait size, like this big, that's why we were only capturing their hands and their shoulders. What we're going to do is use Photoshop to create an image. So I'll send you this file, and you would go over here to File, Place Embedded Image, and I put this one on desktop. Click on that. It'll load in centered. If you grab this corner and you hold Alt and Shift, and I'm not sure what the combination is on Mac, but if you pull that, it stretches equal, and then just drag it down until you get, the spot that you want to. And then you can save that image. Going up here to File, Save As. Oh, excuse me, that was incorrect. Save for web and devices. Save for web and devices right here. And this is where you want to choose the JPEG and set it like to a medium level. You just want to keep this number right here as low as you can. I mean, it's not a big deal, but if we're under 20K, it's just better for the internet. From there, you have to go to the back end. When you're creating your post, you're going to use that little thumbnail picture right here on the featured image. And in your article itself, you would actually do the choose that add media and place the image inside here. Now when you use that image, it's actually printing your description, which is kind of nice. A couple of other things that I was telling you about is on these posts. First thing I want to show you is that up here in the top right hand, and this is on any WordPress site, there's a thing called screen options, and if you click that down, these are basically all of the little parameters that you can either add or subtract from your page. And I want to point one out to you, this one right here, discussion. This is important that this is on, because this gives you the ability to, right here, this is the discussion box, to choose allow comments or don't allow comments. Otherwise, by default, it's going to allow them. See, watch, I'm going to go turn that tick box off, and that piece is going to disappear. So if I turn that off right there, and I come down to the bottom, it's no longer there. So as a general rule of thumb in blogging, you just want to make sure that that's turned on. On this particular theme, you have these header options, and the one we're using is this fancy header. So you would click fancy header, normal, and there's a drop down arrow here if it's not open. We're using the centered version, so this is the headline text right here is this right there. So on this particular post, let's look at the same post. This is the headline text is right here, and this is the breadcrumbs. Okay. You actually have to put the title in this spot right here. I mean, all I did was go up here and I highlighted this and I copied it, and then I dropped it in here and I pasted it. You have to choose the color for the title. You just click on that. You can either point your mouse in a direction, choose white right here, or you can remember that 6Fs is white. But either way, you're choosing white. On this part right here, this image won't be here, but you're gonna choose. Here, let me get rid of it so you can see what that looks like. On the background image, you'll see this select or upload images. It'll take you to the media library, and on the media library, there's 3 of these in a row. It's this last one right here because it was the last one uploaded, and that's the correct one. So April 30th, 2014, C3 Fancy Slider 1. That's the name of the file that we want. You just say add image, and it creates that for you. If I'm not mistaken, these are already checked and done by default. You don't really need to do anything there. This is the last important step right here, this little post options portion. There's a thing here, hide featured image on post page. You want to tick that. And what's going to happen now is on that blog roll page, it's going to use this little modified image that you made. But on the blog article page, it's going to use the image that you actually inserted with the add media button. And that's it. I mean, I think that's, it's not too terribly tricky. You won't have to do this every time, but if you want to use the picture descriptions, you're going to have to insert the media into the page. So this might just be a good way to practice or use this system, is to create a separate image for the featured image over here. Remember to set your header options. Tick mark, the hide featured image on the post page. Make sure that the comments are turned off. And and then we're looking pretty consistent. And now now from the guest's point of view, this is the page preview, and this is really nice. And there's nowhere to leave comments, and that's a good thing. And we can go back to the blog roll page, and you get that little tick mark box. So pretty cool. All right, hope that helps.